Testing 1 2, test 1 2. Testing.
Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome live inside the Fisher School. Happy Friday as we get set to bring you Section 8A girls basketball. Tonight's game features the Red Lake County Central Mustangs and the Climax-Fisher Knights. Hello once again, everyone. I'm Dawson Peterson, bringing you tonight's game coverage on yourliveevent.com. And we welcome you inside the pregame show tonight as we take a look at the Climax-Fisher Knights season so far up to this point. A record of 9-11, 9 wins and 11 losses. A loss just one night ago against the Foston Greyhounds, a team currently ranked in the top 10 in the state of Minnesota. Coach Guy Finstrom will talk more about that in our pregame conversation here in just a little bit. For Red Lake County Central, still searching for their second win on the season. They're 1-20 overall, and Coach Mitch Bernstein, previewing our pregame conversation with him, talked about the adversity that they've faced this year with a lot of injuries and sickness, and they've been working through some things, and they look to try and put it together here with just a handful of games left to go in the regular season. So inside the pregame show tonight, we'll have our pregame coaches interviews as those are being brought to you by River's Edge Insurance Agency. We'll preview this game with some keys to the contest for both of these two teams, for the Mustangs and the Knights, all leading up to the starting lineups. It's Section 8A girls basketball. Climax-Fisher hosting Red Lake County Central on yourliveevent.com.
Just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Christian Motors is proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile. They've got a huge selection of new and used vehicles there on the lot. You can stop by and check the selection or go online to christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. Your new vehicle is waiting for you at Christian Motors in Fertile. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. christianmotors.com, christiancarsonline.com. Stop and see the selection today. Christian Motors of Fertile.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Welcome back inside the pregame show tonight on yourliveevent.com, getting you ready for Section 8A girls basketball between the visiting Red Lake County Central Mustangs and the Climax-Fisher Knights. We take a look at Red Lake County Central, just the one win on the year so far. That came back in their second game of the season, way back on November 30th. a 57-32 win against the Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears. Since then, the Mustangs have dropped every single game, and this is their first time playing Climax-Fisher this year. They'll actually play the Knights later on this month on February 23rd, so playing Climax-Fisher in really close games. It'll be their final game of the regular season on the 23rd. Let's sit down and have our conversation with head coach Mitch Bernstein in our Rivers Edge Insurance Agency pregame coaches interviews as Coach Bernstein talks about his team's season so far and previews tonight's matchup against Climax-Fisher. Head coach Mitch Bernstein of the Red Lake County Central Mustangs with us on the pregame show tonight. And Coach, coming into, the final handful of games of the regular season, what can you tell us about your team's year if you could reflect back on the beginning until now, improvements, things you still want to work on? What do you think?
Well, we haven't won nearly as many games as we wanted to at the beginning of the year. We've just been bad, a lot of injuries, a lot of sicknesses, just kind of tough to get our lineup together on a night-to-night basis. So we're just kind of looking for consistency. I mean, there's definitely improvement. I mean, some younger girls have stepped up and earned more minutes and things like that. But with the younger girls, you gotta deal with some of the inexperience and mistakes and stuff. So I mean, we're definitely turning the ball over too much. Hopefully, I think we can improve our defense a little bit more. We've really focused on that the last couple of weeks. So hopefully that'll be better tonight and stay in it here.
Okay. How about defensively specifics? What you guys have been working on? Is it the little details or the X's and O's?
Yeah, mostly, a lot of it's effort with defense. You gotta, and we get kind of hung up sometimes where we stare at the ball and lose our person. And then if someone gets beat on a dribble, we got to help. And then somebody's got to help the helper and things like that. So, I mean, those are the main things we got to, and it all starts with staying in front of people. If you can stay in front of people, it makes things easier for everybody.
Okay. Tonight against Climax-Fisher, what can you tell us is sort of on your guys' scouting report on what you need to do well?
Well, it starts with Hoffman, what she is, and, a very talented player, physical player. We just got to make it difficult for her. She's going to get some points, but we can't let her have easy ones. And then, we got to force the ball out of her hand and, hopefully stay in front of everybody else, and especially defensive rebounding. We can't give them second chances.
Well, I wanted to go back to the experience that you talked about, or lack thereof, I guess, this year. That can kind of be a good thing in some ways. Maybe not looking so much at this season, but seasons ahead, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's girls that are playing that, it's maybe a little bit before their time, but, hopefully they take this experience and use it for motivation for years to come. And even some of our older girls haven't, we had 6 seniors last year. So some of our girls that are maybe older didn't get a lot of varsity time last year, and they've gotten that under their belt now. So
how about leadership wise? You mentioned 6 seniors last year. Are there any notable players on your side that have really stepped up, whether that be vocally or lead by example?
This is kind of a group. They mostly lead by example. And I mean, I will say they get along good. They keep coming to practice every day with a good attitude. And, like I say, wins have been tough to come by, but there's definitely nobody's hanging their head. Nobody's pointing fingers. They've stayed together as a group. So, I mean, that's really been encouraging to see throughout the year. So definitely that takes leadership to keep that going, even when you're not getting wins.
Okay, and that's really all you can ask for in a season like tonight. Mitch, I appreciate the time and good luck tonight.
All right. Thank you.
And that was head coach Mitch Bernstein of the Red Lake County Central Mustangs joining us in our pregame coaches interviews brought to you by Rivers Edge Insurance Agency. Call them today at 218-456-2172 at Rivers Edge Insurance Agency. Thanks for joining us tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Dawson Peterson, bringing you tonight's game coverage between the Climax-Fisher Knights and the Red Lake County Central Mustangs. Climax-Fisher 9-11 on the season, playing some pretty decent basketball as of late, and it's kind of been up and down throughout the season. They won 2 games in a row recently against Winnimac and then Fertile Beltrami, but coming off a loss just one night ago where they were on the road at the Foston Greyhounds, 51-34 in that one. We'll continue on with our pregame coaches conversations brought to you by Rivers Edge Insurance Agency with head coach Guy Finstrom when we return here in the pregame show. It's Climax-Fisher and Red Lake County Central on YourLiveEvent.com.
Are you looking for a reliable partner when it comes to top quality products and exceptional service? Look no further. The answer you're looking for is the Foston Tri-Co-op. With convenient locations in Foston, McIntosh, Clearbrook, and Gully, we're your local partner dedicated to helping you thrive. From premium seeds and fertilizers to cutting-edge farming technology, the Foston Tri-Co-op has what you need for success. Visit one of our locations today and let's grow together. The Foston Tri-Co-op, partnering with farmers, growing with the community.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger, Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
All Works Underground Utilities LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. All Works LLC can get the job done. All Works LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with All Works LLC, 218-261-3090.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. This ad is paid for by the Climax Community Club, standing proudly as a cornerstone supporter of the Climax Shelley School District.
We welcome you back inside the Fisher School tonight for Section 8A girls basketball that features the visiting Red Lake County Central Mustangs and the Climax-Fisher Knights. The Knights 9-11 on the season as we continue on with the River's Edge Insurance Agency pregame coaches interviews and our conversation with head coach Guy Finstrom of the Climax-Fisher Knights. Head coach Guy Finstrom of the Climax-Fisher Knights with us on the pregame show tonight. And coach, coming off a game last night against the Foston Greyhounds, and they're just so sharp defensively. What can you tell our listeners and viewers about that one?
Well, they're kind of a defensive team, and they execute well, and they don't take bad shots. They work it around, and they're very well coached. And if you play with them, you got to shoot well. And we didn't shoot as well as I wanted us to, but they played very good defense, and they got the best of us.
Well, what did you tell your girls, going into that game where you're going against a team that is so good on defense that it could be a struggle offensively at times, but what did you tell your girls to try and work through that going into last night's game?
Well, we got to rebound. I told them we have to rebound them. We got to limit them to one shot. We got to shut off the middle, and we're banking on they wouldn't make a bunch of threes, but they made a few. So that kind of hurt us. But, when I talked to the girls and I said, at halftime we were down by 12, I believe. And I said, the bad news is we're down by 12. The good news is that you guys are mad and you're playing like a seventh-ranked team in state. And you're upset with yourselves, and that's good because if you're not upset with yourselves, you don't get that fight to win. And I looked in their eyes, and they were mad, and they worked very hard in the game too. I mean, it wasn't a lack of hustle, but sometimes the ball doesn't go in the hole, and the other team they do. But they're a good team. You got to play well to beat them.
Okay, so looking for a bounce back win tonight and maybe trying to play with a little fire after the loss last night, and not a revenge game by any means, but certainly an opportunity to get back on track tonight, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, number one, we got to out-hustle them. That's number one. If we don't out-hustle them, we're not going to beat them. And then we got to crash the boards, and thirdly, we got to play with intelligence. But hustle is the number. We have to outwork people and dive for balls. And when we do that, we have success. When we don't, it can be a long night, but they have the work ethic in them. So it's easier to get it out of them more and more as the season goes on. But they'll come out and they'll work hard tonight.
Red Lake County Central, your opponent, just the one win on the year. They've been battling a few things throughout the year, but in a game where you look at it sort of on paper, where you guys have the better record than they do, how do you make sure the girls come out and they're focused right away from the jump?
You get on them at warm-ups. You make sure that they're intense in warm-ups. You'll see I'll be standing down there by them, and making sure they're intense. And, nothing's as good as seems, nothing is bad. But in between reality falls. You win a big game, but you could just come here and lose, a game you should win. So you got to keep everything in perspective. And you try to preach it to them. But I'll get on them if they're not hustling.
All right. Well, sounds good, Coach. We appreciate the time and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
And that was head coach Guy Finstrom of the Climax-Fisher Knights joining us in our pregame show with our pregame coaches conversations, brought to you by Rivers Edge Insurance Agency. At Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, they can coach you on the best insurance package for your family or business. Visit with Lori, Emily, and the team at Rivers Edge Insurance Agency in Hallstead for your insurance for family or business. Call them at 218-456-2172. So for the Climax-Fisher Knights, as we talk keys to the game, and Coach Finstrom, whenever we've talked to him, I know a previous conversation with him at Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal a couple of weeks ago, he said it all starts with toughness, and that's sort of the key for this team to have so much success throughout the year. They're 9-11 right now, and he talked about it in the pregame conversation about out-hustling teams, out-rebounding teams, and really that goes hand in hand with toughness, because out-hustling teams is all grit. Rebounding is grit and positioning and who wants it more, and energy and effort. So that's the key to the game tonight for Climax-Fisher. Can they out-tough Red Lake County Central? For the Mustangs, we talk keys to the game for them and see if they can get out to a hot start against Climax-Fisher tonight. Yes, they need to defend Peyton Hoffman. They need to be sharp there. The 8th grader that's already scored 1,000 points in her career. Do what they can against her. She's going to get her buckets, but try and get off to a hot start right away tonight. Maybe they gain an early advantage, 10-2, 10-4, somewhere in there. But get out to that hot start, get that confidence boiling early, and that should lead into success for the rest of the game tonight. This is the pregame show. We've got a minute and a half remaining until we get into our starting lineups for Climax-Fisher and Red Lake County Central. Let's quickly peek at the section standings with just a handful of games left to go in the regular season. Climax-Fisher right now in the middle of the West subsection, and they're currently sitting in 6th place, 9-11 overall, and 7-6 in the section. Red Lake County Central in last place in the West half. They are 1-19. And 1-20 overall. 1-19 is their section record. We'll take a timeout as we'll honor America with the playing of our national anthem and then get into the starting lineups and then get you set for opening tip-off in Friday night basketball. Climax-Fisher hosting the Red Lake County Central Mustangs tonight on YourLiveEvent.com.
Your home for the District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament at NDSCS is YourLiveEvent.com.
Stop. Holvelson, skip. Richmond, this would hurt for the Rebels, and it's a dagger.
From the quarterfinals on Friday, February 9th to the championship on Monday, February 12th. You can watch it all on Your Live Event.
For these two. Open, Buckholtz, right wing three-pointer. Got it. Tickles a twine.
That's the District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament on YourLiveEvent.com starting February 9th.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at Enbridge.com.
The Fisher Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Climax-Fisher Knights and Polk County West Thunder athletic events and activities. From volleyball, golf, basketball, and football to robotics, knowledge bowl, one-act plays, and speech, We are proud to support the students in their pursuit of excellence, not just in the classroom, but in all they do. To learn more about becoming a member or upcoming events, visit the school website or talk to one of our members. The Fisher Booster Club, supporting our local students.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Welcome back inside the Fisher School tonight on yourliveevent.com. Climax-Fisher and Red Lake County Central in girls basketball. Let's take a look at the starting five for both of these two squads. Starting first with the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Red Lake County Central Mustangs. Senior number 10, Jennifer Johnson. Senior number 14, Carly Vedelson. Seventh grader number 21, Aubrey Halverson. Junior number 25 is Quinn Graves. And a senior number 33 is Jamie Flatgard. Head coach for Red Lake County Central, Mitch Bernstein. Assistant coaches, Corey Burrill and Paul Nelson. Here's the starting five for the 9 and 11 Climax-Fisher Knights. Senior number 11, Cambry Solheim. Senior number 12 is Ava Larson. Senior number 22, Hallie Reitmeyer. Senior number 23, Ella Paulsrud. And the eighth grader number 42 is Peyton Hoffman. Head coach for Climax-Fisher is Guy Finstrom. Assistant coach is Brenda Slight. So for Climax-Fisher, Solheim, Larson, Reitmeyer, Paulsrud, and Hoffman. For the Mustangs of Red Lake County Central, it's Johnson, Vedelson, Halverson, Graves, and Flatgard. Thanks for joining us tonight on yourliveevent.com. Friday night girls basketball. I'm Dawson Peterson, bringing you tonight's game coverage. Red Lake County Central from our left to right, Climax-Fisher from our right to left. And it's Climax-Fisher basketball to start the game on possession number one. Cambry Solheim deep in the right corner, touched around to Reitmeyer at the top of the key, middle of the paint. Hoffman, here's a kick out three, left wing on the way from Larson, comes up short, rebound hauled in, down on the baseline by Carly Vedelson. Here's the first offensive possession of the night for Red Lake County Central. Vedelson stops near the free throw line, skipped across to the left side to Flatgard, back into the left corner. Vedelson from downtown, long off the rim, rebound brought down offensively on the near side by the seventh grader Halverson. Pass and cut into a crowd. She gets fouled, and the first foul of the night against Climax-Fisher. First foul on Peyton Hoffman, team's first overall. RLCC, the baseline out of bounds. Not quite a minute into this one. Flatgard trying to bounce it in. Zips it out to the top of the key. Johnson on a drive. Floater from 7 feet. Left it short. Offensive rebound. And a putback is another foul. The offensive rebound brought in by Vedelson. And the foul on Climax-Fisher is the first now on Ava Larson. And 2 free throws coming up for Red Lake County Central. First free throw on the way. Hits off the right side of the rim. Falls off, no good from the senior Carly Vedelson. First free throws of the night. Second free throw by Vedelson on the way, and that one's also too strong. So Vedelson 0 of 2 from the free throw line to start out. 55 seconds into this one. Here's Climax-Fisher. Hoffman in the middle of the lane, leans in, falling away to her right and just a little too strong. And Quinn Graves down with the rebound for Red Lake County Central. Deep into the near side corner across our camera angle. And an offensive foul called on the baseline against Quinn Graves. Bowling over a defender. The first foul on Graves and the team's first overall. 16:54 just underway here from the Fisher School. Fans still standing up on the far side of the floor waiting for the first points for Climax-Fisher. Reitmeyer tries to get those. That's too strong on a three-pointer from the right wing. Offensive rebound ripped away by Hoffman, and a putback is deflected, and Red Lake County Central comes back the other direction. No score, a minute and a half into this one. Graves right wing. Looks inside, across to flat guard on the far side of the floor. Pitches it to Johnson. Back to the left, this is Halverson. Fakes one way, gets to the middle, falling away to her right. Didn't have the angle, and another rebound. This is Reitmeyer. Climax-Fisher back the opposite direction. Outlet pass to Larson, left wing. Goes into the corner. Solheim lines one up and puts it in. And there's the first points of the night, 3-0. Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Climax-Fisher with the three-point basket by way of Cambry Solheim. Graves on the near sideline has it poked away. And it's going to be Red Lake County Central basketball deep in the right-handed corner. Climax-Fisher and Red Lake County Central will do battle one more time this season. Here's a three-pointer in the right corner. Johnson, that's too strong. Offensive rebound. Halverson all the way to the rack, missed it, deflected into the corner, and a rebound brought in by Climax-Fisher. That's Ella Paulsrud. Another matchup in the final game of the regular season between the Knights and the Mustangs. That'll be the final game of the regular season. Here's a foul called on the rebound. Goes on Ava Larson of Climax-Fisher. Her second overall, the team's third of the half. And substitution on for the Knights. Lucy Paulsrud, the freshman, in for the first time tonight. 2 first-half fouls early by Ava Larson, so we'll see how long Coach Guy Finstrom elects to keep one of his seniors on the bench here in the first half. Starts 4 seniors and that 8th grader Peyton Hoffman. Here's a Red Lake County Central Mustang turnover. Hoffman the other way. Right-handed layup and one. Hoffman finishes for 2. Absorbs the contact from Red Lake County Central on number 22, Michaelin Frizzle, who's in the game. And that's her first and the team's second. Hoffman at the line for the and one, and she misses it to the right side. Flat guard down with a rebound. Outlet to the near corner. Johnson passes across the lane. Deflected, nearly turned over. Falls onto the baseline, and the basketball stays with Red Lake County Central. Baseline out of bounds upcoming. Flat guard will trigger it in. Exactly 15 minutes here in this first half, and a 5-0 Climax-Fisher lead. Frizzle looking for the basket, comes up short into a crowd. Hoffman the rebound, outlet to Reitmeyer, left side of the rim. That bounces off the heel. Hoffman another putback. That one also comes up short, and flat guard clears it already with rebound number 3 of the first half. Red Lake County Central back across the timeline with the 7th grader Aubrey Halverson. Bounce pass flat guard, got by Hoffman, puts up a layup, and she got whacked. And she'll head to the line for a pair. The foul that time on Climax-Fisher on Solheim, her first, team's 4th overall. And here are the 2 free throws for Jamie Flatguard. Puts up the first and goes hard off the back. 5-0 your score, 14:36 in this first half. Second free throw by Flatguard, and there's the first points for Red Lake County Central of the night. Climax-Fisher back in their own offensive end. Solheim in the left corner. A 3-pointer earlier. The first points of the game to the right elbow. Hoffman, line drive pass, down to the baseline, layup off the mark. Paulsrud gets her own rebound and puts it back in for 2. And it's a 6-point lead early for Climax-Fisher with 14 minutes left to go in the first half. Red Lake County Central trying to get the offense started. Emma Hendrickson, baseline drive, blocked, run down on the near side by Paulsrud. Races down the near sideline with a left-handed dribble. Kick out, Solheim puts up a 3. That comes up short, and a foul on the rebound is going to go against Red Lake County Central. Foul on the Mustangs on Vedelson, her first, the team's 3rd overall. And Coach Finstrom wants a TO. Nice start for Climax-Fisher. 6-point lead. It's 7-1. We're back after this.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, they remain committed to their original mission of providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life. Residents can enjoy hobbies, socializing, programs, and more at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House communities. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Welcome back. Coming out of that timeout from head coach Guy Finstrom and the Climax-Fisher Knights. Nice start for Climax-Fisher overall, a 7-1 lead. And they got the basketball on their own offensive side on the far side of the floor. Pass inside for Solheim and a tough angle, and the whistle from the opposite sideline is a 3-second violation. Knights that time could have went for the three-pointer in the corner or the entry pass inside. A 3-second violation called against the Knights. That's their first turnover of the night. Here comes Red Lake County Central down by 6. See what they can come up with on the offensive end this time around. Flat guard on the far left side of the floor. Pass and cut as the offense flows. Frizzle near wing. Through her hands. Turned over. Turnover number 2. Climax-Fisher hustles back the other way. Outlet pass to Reitmeyer. Paulsrud. Entry pass. Hoffman runs into a double team. Puts up a shot and gets fouled. And Peyton Hoffman heads back to the free throw line for repair. Foul that time on RLCC on Aubrey Halverson, the 7th grader. Her first and the team's 4th. And the first free throw by Peyton Hoffman jams through in an 8-1 Climax-Fisher lead. 13:21 left to play in the first half. A second free throw by Hoffman up, and it's perfect. 4 early points for the 8th grader Peyton Hoffman and a 9-1 Climax-Fisher lead approaching the 13-minute mark of the first half. Quinn Graves on the near side. Solheim hassles her. Long entry pass to the inside to Vedelson, who somehow came down with it, and then she got hit by Lucy Paulsrud for her first and the team's 5th. So the first on Lucy Paulsrud, and 2 more free throws coming for Carly Vedelson. Free throw on the way. That's off the right side. And Red Lake County Central starting 1 of 5 from the free throw line so far in this first half. Second free throw on the way, and that one rattles in for Vedelson. And the first points for Carly Vedelson, and makes it a 7-point advantage, 9-2. RLCC in front. Hoffman wide open underneath. 6 early points for Peyton Hoffman, and the lead back to 9 for Climax-Fisher with less than 13 remaining in the first half. Offense operates. Vedelson, nice take inside, had it deflected from behind. And Hoffman comes down with rebound number 4. Takes herself back across the timeline. Hesitation, crossover inside out. Solheim runs down the loose ball after the extra pass over to Paulsrud. Left wing, Reitmeyer fakes to the baseline. Weasels her way to the inside and puts it in for 2 more. And Hallie Reitmeyer with her first basket of the night gives the Knights an 11-point lead. 13-2 with 12:15 to go in the first half. Angling to the far left side of the floor is Halverson. Left wing Vedelson. Passing cut in amongst the trees. Kick out back into the left corner. This is Cernsky, and a foul on the pass back out. And that time that goes on Lucy Paulsrud. So 2 players now with 2 early fouls for Climax-Fisher is Paulsrud and Ava Larson. Claire Erickson comes into the game, and Ava Larson back into the game as well in the first half with 12 minutes remaining. Red Lake County Central basketball down by 11 points early. Vedelson inside. Nice patience, and off glass for 2 goes Carly Vedelson to make it 13-4. All the points with the exception of the one flat guard free throw for Red Lake County Central belonging to Vedelson. Here's Climax-Fisher on their offensive side. Left corner, Ella Paulsrud comes up short. Offensive rebound, though, by Claire Erickson, and a foul on the rebound against Red Lake County Central. Flat guard's going to come in, as will Frizzle, and the foul on RLCC on the rebound goes on Catherine Cernsky, her first and the team's 5th overall. And Peyton Hoffman checks back in for Climax-Fisher as well. Here's the inbound, wide open. Larson underneath, got her offensive rebound, tipped out, back to the top. Erickson from straight away banked it in. The three-pointer by Claire Erickson makes it a 12-point Climax-Fisher advantage. Approaching the 11-minute mark of the first half. Flat guard out top. To the left side, this is Cernsky. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Comes near side Johnson. Ball over the top of her head. Off to Frizzle at the top. Flat guard right wing. Hoffman closes. To the top of the key. Left-handed drive. Halverson, the seventh grader off glass. Too strong, but a whistle and a foul. And the foul on Climax-Fisher, this time on number 23. And that's Ella Paulsrud. So now the team's 7th overall. So Red Lake County Central is going to be in the bonus for the remainder of the first half. Free throw is good by Aubrey Halverson. Her first of the night makes it 16-5. Second free throw for Halverson on the way, and that's too strong as it bounces high off the heel of the rim. Hoffman down with rebound number 5. Now the best start for Red Lake County Central from the free throw line, starting 3 of 8 so far. Climax-Fisher empty on the offensive end. Hoffman the rebound, or rather Larson back into the right corner. And now Climax-Fisher turns it over on the baseline. Flat guard picks up the loose ball. Still an 11-point lead for Climax-Fisher. They've been operating with a fairly comfortable lead for most of this first half. Flat guard, left wing. That's off the mark. Reitmeyer another rebound, her third of the first half. Left wing, this is Larson for Climax-Fisher. Picks up the loose ball after Halverson pokes it away to Reitmeyer in the right corner. That's a long two, in and out, and the rebound corralled by Jennifer Johnson for RLCC. Exactly 10 minutes to play in this first half. Knights by 11, 16-5. Frizzle at the free throw line. Turns and faces, kicks it out right wing. Halverson, baseline drive. Back out, this time flat guard around the arc. Bounces to the nail, Frizzle. Left-handed dribble as she faces up. Back out top to Johnson. Pulls it back with the shot clock inside 10. Frizzle turns, puts it up from 13. Too strong. Rebound brought in by Larson, her first. Climax-Fisher ahead by 11 with 9.5 to play in the first half. Reitmeyer bounces it to Erickson in the corner. Down low to Hoffman. Turns, faces back across the lane. Larson, a jumper from 13. Misses, and Karams into the right corner. And it'll stick with the Knights, and they get a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Substitutions on for Red Lake County Central with number 14, Vedelson, and also number 3, and Hendrickson. In for Climax-Fisher is Cambry Solheim and Lucy Paulsrud. And Paulsrud will trigger it in on the far sideline. Goes out to Reitmeyer near half court. Has to tiptoe the line as the pass took all her momentum to the half court line, and then she had to throw it away, trying to save it. Turnover number 3. So an opportunity now for Red Lake County Central to try and take advantage of the miscue from Climax-Fisher with 9 minutes to play in the first half. And instead, it's a Hoffman steal. Back the other direction. Hoffman with the left hand comes up empty, and Vedelson was flying in for the rebound, and a collision with Hoffman. And the foul is going to go on Peyton Hoffman. Will be her second and the team's 8th. And Red Lake County Central will come back the other way to shoot some free throws. Quinn Graves steps back onto the hardwood for Red Lake County Central. Just 3 of 8 in the first half so far from the free throw line as Red Lake County Central. Vedelson gets the first. 16-6 after the first free throw by Carly Vedelson. Second free throw by the senior on the way, and it comes up short. Reitmeyer the rebound. So the one free throw makes it a 10-point game with 8:45 to play in the first half. Larson extra pass into the left corner. Paulsrud down to Hoffman. Flips it up over her shoulder. And finishes for 2. 8 points for Peyton Hoffman. And the lead goes back to 12 with 8.5 to play in half number 1. Mustang basketball on the drive. That's Johnson. Has it poked away on a turnover. The 4th of the first half. Reitmeyer races into the front court, pulls from 15, and Hallie Reitmeyer connects for 2 more. 20-6, Climax-Fisher advantage Approaching the 8-minute mark of half number one. Flat guard to the left corner. Vedelson transition long two. Karams into the right corner. Hoffman with already rebound number 6. Slows it down as she throws it back across the timeline. Lucy Paulsrud to the right side. Into Solheim in the right corner. Entry pass to Hoffman. Double team. Drop step. Baseline over her left shoulder. And Hoffman finds her groove early in this half. 22-6. 10 points for Hoffman. 3-pointer on the way from Johnson. And Red Lake County Central needed that basket to immediately answer. Makes it 22-9. 7.5 to go in the half. Paulsrud long outlet into the left corner. Larson the answer. Rattles it in. Ava Larson for 3 makes it 25-9. Back-to-back 3-pointers. Flat guard to the middle. Left side, Vedelson stops as Paulsrud cuts her off. Back out to flat guard. Left wing, line drive pass to the near side of the floor. Johnson back up top. 3 on the way by Hendrickson was deflected. Paulsrud is the rebound. And a timeout call from head coach Guy Finstrom and Climax-Fisher. What a start for the Knights, leading 25-9. 7:04 left to go in the first half.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neelsville, Climax-Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Welcome back out of that timeout from Coach Finstrom and Climax-Fisher's second timeout of the half, but leading 25-9 on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. And it is night basketball and a backcourt violation called on Ella Paulsrud, turnover number 4. So sort of a careless turnover on that offensive possession. That's sort of the second one we've seen from this first half, but Climax-Fisher's had a nice lead throughout half number one, and they've been forcing turnovers like that one. There goes Reitmeyer the other way, a little out of control. Turnover herself. 5 turnovers apiece now. And again, Red Lake County Central, what can they find on the offensive end? Down big with 6:40 to go in the first half. They've had some decent looks, and it's been a little bit of a struggle at the free throw line, too. Here's Vedelson. Nice move inside. Puts up a shot, and she got fouled. And Carly Vedelson again will head back to the free throw line. The foul that time on Climax-Fisher on Claire Erickson. Her first and the team's 9th. And this time a pair of free throws for Vedelson as she lines up the first. And it goes in and out. Already 11 first half free throws put up by Red Lake County Central. Aubrey Halverson comes back on for the Mustangs. Second free throw by Vedelson on the way, and she missed that one too. Offensive rebound, though. Graves, put back. Didn't have the angle. Tipped around. Solheim brings it in. So 0 of 2 from the line that time goes Carly Vedelson. Paulsrud races down to the baseline for Climax-Fisher on her own offensive side. Ava Larson spins back to the left. Back up to Ella Paulsrud, who resets the offense. Uses a ball screen from Erickson. Spins her way to the middle of the lane. Out to Solheim, right wing. One dribble, screen and roll. Paulsrud, too much over the top and turned over for the 6th time of the first half. Exactly 6 minutes left to play in half number one. 25-9, Climax-Fisher advantage. 4 of 12 in the first half is Red Lake County Central. Johnson from downtown connects on her second three-pointer of the half. 25-12, Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard cuts the deficit to 13. Climax-Fisher back the other way from right to left as you see it here on the YourLiveEvent.com camera. Flat guard comes up with a block and a rebound. And Red Lake County Central trying to make a little bit of a run here offensively with less than 6 to play. Long three on the way, catching it in. Aubrey Halverson makes it a 10-point game, 25-15. The 7th grader from downtown makes it a 10-point lead for Climax-Fisher. Solheim screen and roll. Too strong. Erickson the follow. Claire Erickson for 2 with 5 points now, 27-15. Johnson to the right wing, to the inside, puts up a shot and a jump ball. Reitmeyer converging with Jennifer Johnson. And Reitmeyer takes it away. And the basketball stays with Red Lake County Central. Hoffman and Lucy Paulsrud back onto the floor for Climax-Fisher. Back on for Red Lake County Central is McKaylin Frizzle, the sophomore. Flat guard to throw it in. Looks to the lane. Gets it to Vedelson. Loose ball. Picks it up and puts it in off the window. 6 points for Carly Vedelson. Makes it 27-17. Less than 5 to play in the half. Lucy Paulsrud, left wing for the Knights, to the middle of the lane. Flat guard, a little late on the defense, and Lucy Paulsrud puts it in for 2. 29-17. Climax-Fisher by 12. Johnson right corner. Finds a streaking down the lane. Flat guard puts it up too strong over the rim. Paulsrud the rebound. Races down the far right sideline. Lob pass. Hoffman in transition. 2 more. 31-17, Climax-Fisher ballooning their lead, and Coach Bernstein for Red Lake County Central wants a TO. 4 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the first half. Climax-Fisher leading 31-17 on yourliveevent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy. Lakes Community Co-op takes pride in providing complete customer satisfaction as they serve their local communities with the necessary products and services for farms, businesses, and individuals. Energy solutions, feed, milk, C-stores, meat market, motel, car wash, HVAC, natural gas. Visit your neighborhood Lakes Community Co-op location for them to meet your needs or learn more at lakescommunitycoop.com.
Red Lake County Central basketball coming out of the timeout down 31-17 with just over 4 minutes left to go in the first frame. And it's been quiet offensively. And when Red Lake County Central seemed to gain some sort of momentum, here's Johnson on the back door, misses. When it seems like they've been able to get some momentum, Climax-Fisher snatches it away. Here's Erickson the other way getting fouled. And Claire Erickson will head to the line for 2. The foul on Aubrey Halverson of Red Lake County Central. Her second and the team's 6th overall. Erickson puts up the first free throw and puts it in. Six points for Claire Erickson. Second free throw on the way, also good. So Erickson goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line to make it 32-18 and 7 first half points off the bench for the sophomore Erickson. 3:45, half number 1. Johnson near side for Red Lake County Central. Up to Halverson at the top, trying to get downhill, fading to her right, puts up a 3, jams in between the rim and the backboard. Hoffman clears rebound number 8. 3.5 to go. Paulsrud pulls it out right wing, hands off to Hoffman. Gets to her left hand, angles to the middle, puts it in and 1. Excellent take by Peyton Hoffman, now with 14 first half points. And the foul on Jamie Flatguard of Red Lake County Central, her first, and now the team's 7th. Free throw off the mark, offensive rebound and put back. It's Claire Erickson for 2 more. 37-17. Flat guard up and under. Gets Hoffman to leave her feet momentarily. Now she tips it. Frizzle an offensive rebound and a foul from behind. Nice work by Frizzle on the inside. Draws the foul on Claire Erickson, her second, and the team's 10th now. 37-17. 2 free throws for McKaylin Frizzle, and the first one's good. Free throws have been the name of this first half for Red Lake County Central with 8 missed free throws, but not that time as Frizzle knocks it down for the 6th made free throw of the half for Red Lake County Central, and doing anything they possibly can to try and dig into this Climax-Fisher lead. They've held it all throughout the first half. Got up to a 9-2 lead early. Here's a pass across the lane. Larson, wild shot, but she got fouled, firing it off the window. And the foul against number 21, Halverson, again for Red Lake County Central, her 3rd. And Coach Bernstein turns to his bench and will send a sub on with sophomore number 3, Emma Hendrickson, after this first free throw. Larson, perfect. 4 points for Ava Larson. 38-19 after the free throw. Hendrickson on for Halverson for Red Lake County Central. Second free throw strong off the back. Rebound brought in by Vedelson. Then she got called for a travel as she hit the deck. So the basketball will stay with Climax-Fisher, leading 38-19. 2:56 left to play. Inbound, Larson, jumper from 9. Kisses it off the glass for 2. 6 points for Ava Larson, and a big offensive first half for Climax-Fisher, hitting the 40 mark and leading by 21 with 2:40 left to play. Graves fakes to the inside, skips it to the opposite corner. This is Emma Hendrickson to the baseline. Nothing there. Paulsrud hassles her, pokes it away from behind, and the easy deuce the other way by Lucy Paulsrud. 6 first half points, 42-19. 2:20 left to go. Mustangs come back across the timeline to Hendrickson. Graves, right wing, baseline, wraparound pass to the middle of the lane. Shot high into the air by Johnson. Vedelson the rebound, and a jump ball, and it head back to Climax-Fisher. Cambry Solheim subs back on for Climax-Fisher. Ella Paulsrud comes on for Lucy Paulsrud. And Peyton Hoffman will take a seat. And the final 2 minutes of the first half. Climax-Fisher basketball. Ava Larson left wing. Bounce pass back to Reitmeyer on the far right side. Screen and roll. Solheim. Help was there. It was Graves on the deflection. And Johnson picks up the loose ball, and a foul from behind is going to go on Hallie Reitmeyer, trying to sneakily poke it away. That's her first foul of the half. And Red Lake County Central sends Jennifer Johnson to the free throw line for a pair. Johnson puts up the first and cashes it in. 7 made free throws in the first half by Jennifer Johnson and the Red Lake County Central Mustangs. Second free throw up, and 2 of 2. Red Lake County Central goes that time and makes it 42-21. Johnson leads the Mustangs in the scoring column with 8 in the first half. Larson with 6, has basketball in hand for Climax-Fisher. Bounce pass, Erickson, give and go. Nicely done. And Ava Larson now with 8 first half points. 90 seconds left to go, half number 1. Red Lake County Central, Johnson out by the volleyball line. To Graves' right elbow, inside, puts her head down, and puts it up and got fouled. And the infraction that time on Climax-Fisher goes on Claire Erickson. That'll be her 3rd, so Erickson with now 3 first half fouls, and Graves connects on the first free throw. First points overall for Quinn Graves makes it 44-22. 3 first half fouls from Claire Erickson, and then 2 from Hoffman, Ava Larson, and Lucy Paulsrud. So certainly numbers to keep an eye on for Climax-Fisher. Second free throw also good by Quinn Graves. So successful attempts recently by Red Lake County Central, but they've shot a lot of free throws in this first half. 10 of 18 overall. Here's a steal picked up by Jennifer Johnson, looking to finish the other way, and a foul and a whistle, and it's going to go on Ella Paulsrud of Climax-Fisher. And the foul on Paulsrud, her second, now the 4th player with at least 2 fouls in the first half for the Knights. Johnson too strong on the first. 9 missed free throws in the first half overall from Red Lake County Central. Second free throw on the way, and now that one's good. 44-24 now down to 20. 9 points for Johnson off the foul line appearance, and a Climax-Fisher turnover. Frizzle picks up the loose ball. Mustangs back the other way, 50 seconds to play. Graves skips it near side. Johnson looks inside, entry pass. Graves runs into Hoffman, made it difficult, misses it, and Hoffman picks up the loose ball. Rebound number 9. Hoffman the other way, 3-on-2, right baseline. Larson pulls up from 11. That's no good. Hoffman the offensive rebound and put back off the mark. Deflected into the corner, and the basketball back to Red Lake County Central. 33.6 to go in the first half. Mustang basketball. Emma Hendrickson jogs it back across the logo, trying to activate the RLCC offense. 25 seconds. Johnson on the volleyball line. Dribbles it across, swings it over to flat guard. 20 seconds to play. Top of the key, now over to the right wing. Hendrickson, baseline drive, floater on the way. Nicks off the front of the rim. Hoffman the rebound, 10 seconds first half. Larson in the backcourt off to Paulsrud, peeks at the clock, fires it down the right sideline. Reitmeyer, Solheim touches it to Hoffman at the top, puts up a 3 at the horn, and it's short off the front of the rim. And the first half comes to a close. Your score on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, Climax-Fisher leading Red Lake County Central by a score of 44-24. Your halftime report coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Your home for the Division A, Region 1, and Region 2 girls basketball tournaments is YourLiveEvent.com.
Flutters the pass over to Cotton. High arching rainbow tickles a twine.
From the Shield Center in Fargo to the Louis Lee Fieldhouse in Mayville, we'll have you covered for all the action.
Bag of tricks up to 7 points and another steal for Hurst. Baseball pass to Sage. It's in!
Quarterfinals start Monday, February 19th for the Division A, Region 1, and Region 2 girls basketball tournaments on YourLiveEvent.com.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Welcome inside the halftime report tonight, where it's a 44-24 lead for the Climax-Fisher Knights overall, and a big offensive output to start the game for the Knights, where they would end up getting out to an early lead, 13-2, before Red Lake County Central would get their second basket overall of the game. But Climax-Fisher offensively has been dominating the first half. At one point led the first half 22-6. And they've enjoyed a double-figure lead the entire first half of play. And they haven't really had to worry too much about, the Mustangs trying to come back and down. Were able to cut the lead to 12 at one point, 29-17. But we said it at one point throughout the first half of the broadcast that whenever Red Lake County Central was starting to gain some kind of momentum, they hit back-to-back triples at one point in the first half. Climax-Fisher would quickly put an end to any momentum the Mustangs were able to grab, and well, that's kind of been the story of the first half. Also, a lot of free throws shot and missed by Red Lake County Central. We'll get to those numbers in just a little bit. Climax-Fisher leads by 20. It's 44-24 at the half. Here from the Fisher High School on YourLiveEvent.com.
Log on to ISD592.org to stay up to date on all the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some Knight apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. This ad is paid for by the Climax Community Club. The Climax Community Club, always looking for new members to join the club, and they stand proudly as a cornerstone supporter of the Climax Shelley School District.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
44-24 at the break, where Climax-Fisher leads Red Lake County Central. Let's take a look at some first half numbers, starting with the Climax-Fisher Knights. 6 points, 4 rebounds for Lucy Paulsrud in the first half, 3 points and a rebound for Cambry Solheim. Ava Larson had 8 points and a rebound. Hallie Reitmeyer, 4 points, 4 boards. Claire Erickson, nice work off the bench with 9 points and 3 rebounds. And Peyton Hoffman, a double-double already from the first half at 14 points and 11 rebounds. For Red Lake County Central, they're led in scoring by Jennifer Johnson, had 2 first-half threes and had 9 points and 2 rebounds. Carly Vedelson had 6 points and 3 rebounds. Aubrey Halverson with 4 points, 3 rebounds. 2 points and a rebound for McKaylin Frizzle, 2 points and 3 rebounds for Quinn Graves, and 1 point and 4 boards for Jamie Flatgard. From the Mustang Seats free throw line, Climax-Fisher would be 5 of 8 for 62%. Red Lake County Central, 11 of 20 for 55% in the first half from the line. Turnover numbers dead even at 8 overall. And then the other numbers to keep an eye on: foul trouble. Red Lake County Central's Aubrey Halverson had 3 first-half fouls. 4 different players for Climax-Fisher picked up 2. Peyton Hoffman, Ella Paulsrud, Ava Larson, and Lucy Paulsrud. And then 3 first-half fouls from Claire Erickson. So numbers to keep an eye on. So those are your first-half stats. Climax-Fisher leads by 20 at the break. It's 44-24. We'll take one more timeout and come back with second-half action between Climax-Fisher and Red Lake County Central on YourLiveEvent.com.
Recent trade.
Had updated the equipment listings at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. 2017 Woolrich 50-foot field cultivator comes with single springs and 4-bar harrow. Call Chuck O'Neill for pricing. 218-784-2961 is the number to call. Coming soon, 7 used Fendt 1162 twin track. Coming in time for spring, hours ranging from 430 to 875 hours. Call Chuck O'Neill for more information on these Fendt twin tracks. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the sportsman club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
20-point lead for Climax-Fisher headed into half number 2, 44-24, and it'll be Red Lake County Central basketball going from our right to left. Climax-Fisher from left to right, and let's see what Red Lake County Central can do right away from the offensive end. Facing a big-time deficit. See if they can get the offense going early. Bounce pass into flat guards, nearly turned over. Red Lake County Central fighting for it to keep the loose ball. Flat guard to the right wing. Graves puts up a 3. That goes off the heel, and the long rebound run down on the near side by Ella Paulsrud. Climax-Fisher quickly hustles it back into the front court. Larson to the near right wing, rather. Larson a reversal around to Reitmeyer to the top. Plays catch with Larson on the near side. Paulsrud to the top, lob pass inside, not enough on it by Ella Paulsrud. There's a turnover. Long outlet pass, Halverson, right-handed layup on the left side. Didn't quite have the angle as it rolls off the rim. And Climax-Fisher back the other direction. Hoffman at the left elbow, puts it up. Short off the front of the rim, and a rebound cleared by Jamie Flatguard. No one has scored yet in the second half, and a 20-point Climax-Fisher lead. Flatguard to the free throw line. Turns and has it stolen away. Turnover number 9. Outlet to Reitmeyer, who runs the floor. Scoop layup is left short. Hoffman flies in for the rebound, and she gets called for the foul. And the foul on Peyton Hoffman will be her 3rd, and Red Lake County Central will take possession of the orange. Still in a 20-point game, 16-45. Just underway in the second half. Nobody's scored yet. Across the timeline comes Aubrey Halverson, right wing to Johnson. Baseline drive, wild floater, up over the top, and finds the bottom of the net. 11 points for Jennifer Johnson, and it's 44-26. 44-26. Red Lake County Central with the rebound off of the miss. Mustangs back the other direction with 16 minutes left to play. Johnson on the drive and draws a foul on Climax-Fisher. And that one goes on Hallie Reitmeyer, so now her second, the team's second overall of the half. Johnson at the line will get a pair and knocks in the first. She gets 12 points so far on the night. Second free throw on the way and good. So nice start for Red Lake County Central. 2 of 2 from the free throw line to start the second half after shooting 11 of 20 in the first. They force a near turnover. Bang, bang, play on the near sideline, and it is a turnover. The 10th of the game for Climax-Fisher. 44-28 Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, and Coach Guy Finstrom in disbelief on the near side thought it was off of RLCC. It's Mustang basketball. Vedelson turns, faces right lane. Tough jumper from about 9. Goes in. 8 points for Carly Vedelson. Just like that, the lead now is cut to 14. Reitmeyer the answer. Short off the front. So nice stop now from Red Lake County Central. Graves the rebound. 14-point game. A 6-0 run to start the second half for RLCC. And Graves lost the basketball, and she got called for a double dribble. So RLCC gets called for the turnover after a nice defensive stop, and Climax-Fisher has yet to score so far here in the second half. Larson on the right wing. Looks inside. Solheim to the corner. Three-pointer in the first half. Hoffman through a couple of bodies. Comes up empty, and another rebound for Quinn Graves, and another defensive stop for Red Lake County Central. Lob pass to the right corner. Johnson on the drive. Fouled on the drive. And that's going to go on Hallie Reitmeyer. And foul trouble now for Climax-Fisher as they'll have to play their cards right. Erickson and Lucy Paulsrud step back onto the floor for the Knights. 3 fouls now on Erickson, Hoffman, and Reitmeyer of Climax-Fisher. Here's the lob pass to Quinn Graves. Erickson closes. Lob pass over the top. Vedelson on the left side of the hoop puts it in for 2. 10 points for Carly Vedelson. 44-32. Climax-Fisher the other way to Hoffman, left elbow. Up fake, and the scoop layups who scores. 16 points for Peyton Hoffman. That's the first points of the second half for Climax-Fisher. 46-32. 3 on the way from the top. That's too strong by Halverson. Vedelson the offensive board. Lost it in the middle of the lane, and it's turned over. Picked up by Climax-Fisher. Outlet to Hoffman. Fakes one way, scoops it the other, and gets called for a travel. Third turnover of the second half. Nice start to the half for Red Lake County Central. Were able to score the first 8 points of the half to cut the lead to 12 points, 44-32, but they turn it over again this time, and Hoffman finishes for 2 more the other way. And like we said in the first half, when Red Lake County Central was getting some momentum, Climax-Fisher would snatch it away with a run of their own. Here's Frizzle, right corner 3, short off the front, rebound, tipped into the hands of Ava Larson. Climax-Fisher the other way, leading by 16, thrown into a crowd, turned over for the 4th time of the half. Climax-Fisher still enjoying a double-figure lead, but kind of on the ropes. But again, Red Lake County Central, another turnover. Bounce pass, Larson to the left baseline. Kick out Erickson. Lucy Paulsrud at the top. Jumper from 8 feet, hard off the back. Offensive rebound by Erickson, but she lost it. And it's picked up by Carly Vedelson. Now she's stuck in the backcourt. They got to go somewhere with it. And Coach Bernstein hops up off the stage on the left side of the scorer's table and calls a timeout. It's 48-32, full timeout from Red Lake County Central, trying to inch their way back into this one here in this second half.
Christian Motors is proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile. They've got a huge selection of new and used vehicles there on the lot. You can stop by and check the selection or go online to christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. Your new vehicle is waiting for you at Christian Motors in Fertile. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. christianmotors.com, christiancarsonline.com. Stop and see the selection today. Christian Motors of Fertile.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Red Lake County Central trying to inch their way back into the game, down by 16 points, 48-32. It's been a struggle offensively here in the last couple of possessions with another turnover. Hoffman spins her way inside and puts it in for 2 more. 20 points for Peyton Hoffman. Red Lake County Central had it cut to 12 at one point. Now they're trailed by 18. Backdoor pass to the baseline. Johnson, middle of the lane, whistle and a foul, and Jennifer Johnson heads to the stripe for a pair. The foul on Climax-Fisher goes on Lucy Paulsrud. She's got 3 now. And the team's 4. 3 fouls on Lucy Paulsrud, Hallie Reitmeyer, Claire Erickson, and Peyton Hoffman. Johnson a free throw, short off the front, but rolls in. Gets the shooter's roll and makes it 50-33. Second free throw by Johnson. Also good. 50-34, and Jennifer Johnson with 2 made free throws. Climax-Fisher on the offensive side. Right wing, Paulsrud puts one up from deep. Short off the front. Rebound brought in by the long arm Peyton Hoffman. Into the right corner. Hop step, threw it away. Double team out by the wing, and another turnover this time by Climax-Fisher, their 5th. And it's 50-34, 16-point game. Halverson angles to the right side for Red Lake County Central. Frizzle at the free throw line, flat guard in the left corner. Line drive pass back across to Halverson, down to the right baseline, cut off by Paulsrud. Right elbow Frizzle, turns, faces, lost it out of bounds. And another Red Lake County Central turnover. So there's still 12 minutes left to play in this second half. Red Lake County Central just committed their 7th turnover of the second half, had just 8 in the first. So sort of goes to tell you how Climax-Fisher's ramped up the pressure here in the second half. A couple of misses and a couple of offensive rebounds. And the finish by Ella Paulsrud for her first points of the night. And it's 52-34. The lead ballooned back to 18. Less than 12 to play. Skip pass. Halverson, left wing. The high arching 3. Clangs off the front of the rim. And Claire Erickson, or rather the rebound brought in by Climax-Fisher. Their rebound on the near side. Jumper put up. Short off the front. Paulsrud the offensive rebound. Put back doesn't go. Hoffman another look at it. Bounces around on the cylinder. A fight on the inside. And a jump ball, and the basketball stays with Climax-Fisher. It was Tegan Johnson fighting for the rebound underneath for Climax-Fisher. A couple of subs come on. Here's the baseline out of bounds. Red Lake County Central wasn't hardly ready for it, and Hoffman takes advantage for 2 more. And the lead again back to 20. Red Lake County Central looking for a score and string together some defensive stops. Frizzle in the right corner. That's a nice start. 3-pointer put in by Michaelin Frizzle. She's got 5 points, 54-37. And the answer by Hoffman and Climax-Fisher, 2 more. 56-37, Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Pass into a crowd underneath. Turned over again by Red Lake County Central. Frizzle fighting for it with Paulsrud, and last touch by Climax-Fisher. Subs back on for the Knights with Solheim, Reitmeyer, Danica Model subs on for the first time tonight, and Ava Larson also onto the hardwood. Red Lake County Central ball down 56-37. Entry pass to the inside. Frizzle underneath, puts it up and in and one. Nice patience by Michaelin Frizzle. Draws the foul on Claire Erickson. And the foul on Erickson will be her 4th. And the point after going for the and one will be Michaelin Frizzle. She gets it. 6 points for Frizzle. 56-40. Model in the right corner for Climax-Fisher. Nice entry pass. Erickson the positioning. Almost had an and one herself against Frizzle, whom she committed the foul on previously. And the foul on Frizzle will be her 2nd of the game and just the team's 1st of the second half. Erickson a couple of free throws. First one is good. Claire Erickson, nice night off the bench with 10 points. At 57-40, and the second free throw also rattles in. And it's 58-40. 11 points from Claire Erickson, 2 of 2 from the stripe in this second half. Emma Hendrickson back across the timeline for RLCC. Downhill drive. Back out to the left wing. This is Cernsky. Frizzle inside the paint. Puts one up from 13 and cashes in for 2 more. 8 points for Michaelin Frizzle makes it 58-42. An opportunity, rather, 57-43. Across the lane, Solheim bounces it back to Reitmeyer, and a foul on the pass inside. Goes against Red Lake County Central, and that's the team's second. And now the second foul overall on Catherine Cernsky. 57-43, Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Lob into Danica Model from the middle of the lane. Solheim an offensive rebound. It's kicked back out. Model back out to Erickson to the top of the key. Poked away. Loose ball picked up by Vedelson. RLCC the other direction. Vedelson puts it in with the left hand. 12 points for Carly Vedelson, and the lead now all of a sudden cut down to just 12, 57-45. To the left wing, Model uses a ball screen with Solheim. High dribble and gets it off to Larson. Crosses over to her left hand to the middle of the floor. Wild shot. Didn't have the angle. Cernsky the board. A 5-on-4 the other way. Now a 2-on-1. Vedelson can't get two more. Had a bunny right at the rim. Offensive rebound. Putback misses. Vedelson there for another try. Here's Quinn Graves, and there's the whistle on the baseline. And Graves will head to the line for two. So some wild action right underneath the hoop. Sees Quinn Graves coming away with the rebound and headed to the line for a pair. The foul on Ava Larson, her third, the team's sixth. Graves misses the first free throw. An opportunity squandered from Red Lake County Central off of the miss. Hoffman steps back onto the floor, and Graves rattles in the second. 3 points for Quinn Graves makes it 57-46. The lead is 11. At one point, Red Lake County Central trailed by 20. Coach Bernstein takes a 30-second timeout. We're back after this on yourliveevent.com.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halsted. 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
57-46. An 11-point Climax-Fisher lead. Really credit Red Lake County Central in this second half, coming up with stops and scores. A near stop this time. It's slapped out of bounds. Last touch by Vedelson, fighting for the rebound with Claire Erickson. Climax-Fisher keeps it. They'll stack up on the left side. Paulsrud zips it out to Larson at the top of the key. Inside, Hoffman runs into the body of Graves. Offensive rebound. Hoffman so tough underneath. Comes up empty, and it's last touched out of bounds by Climax-Fisher. Red Lake County Central basketball. Hallie Reitmeyer applying a little full court pressure. Now backs off. Past the midway point of the second half. 8:40 to play. Vedelson drives, falling away on the right side of the lane, and she gets called for the walk. So now Red Lake County Central matches their turnover total from the first half. 8 in each half. 16 for the game. Paulsrud, Larson in the right corner. Left-handed dribble stops at the free throw line. Tight pass. Ball loose on the floor to the left baseline. Erickson short off the front. Hoffman the offensive rebound and put back. 26 points. 15 rebounds for Peyton Hoffman. 59-46. 8:05 to play. Frizzle puts up a three in the right corner, short off the front. Runs down a rebound is Erickson, and she got bumped by Michaela Frizzle, and that's her third. And the team's third. Frizzle knocked down a three from that exact spot earlier in the half. There was a run from Red Lake County Central where they scored 6 straight points, and they were all scored by Michaela Frizzle, a three-pointer in the corner. And then an and one. They trail by 13 points here. It's Climax-Fisher basketball. Into the right corner, Larson stops at the right elbow, puts up the 15-foot J. That misses. Hoffman offensive rebound as she comes flying in for the putback, but it comes up short. Graves the rebound, jogs it back across the timeline down the far right sideline. And Hoffman gets on the floor. Turnover number 9 of the second half. Paulsrud no look into the corner. Long two by Larson off the rim. And will go out of bounds. Last touch by Reitmeyer and Climax-Fisher. 7:33 second half, 59-46. Climax-Fisher leading by 13 points. Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Aubrey Halverson over to Johnson, right wing. Back to Halverson at the top. Johnson bounces off a screen, back to the right side. Pulls it out at the top of the key, goes to Graves, and Paulsrud stepped in front of it. Nice anticipation by Paulsrud. Layup misses the other way. Reitmeyer follows for the offensive board. Back to Erickson, right wing. Paulsrud, that's a long two, off the mark. Offensive rebound. Huffman, the head fake, gets the defender to go one direction and puts it in for two more. And there's 28 points for Peyton Hoffman, makes it 61-57. Or rather, 61-46, I beg your pardon. Red Lake County Central ball, flat guard, backdoor, fouled, and Jamie Flatguard will head to the stripe for a pair. Foul on Ella Paulsrud of Climax-Fisher, her third, now the team's seventh. Flatguard puts up the first and puts it in. 7 points for Flatguard, makes it 61-47. Second free throw on the way and swishes that one home. 3 points for Flatguard, and it's 61-48. 13-point game. Paulsrud right corner, knocks it down. 8 points for Lucy Paulsrud, 63-48. Again, like we said, the immediate answer by Climax-Fisher. 15-point game with less than 6.5 to play. Johnson right wing. Reitmeyer hassling her into the right corner, Frizzle, and now there's the whistle and the foul on the far sideline. And that goes against Reitmeyer, and that's the team's 8th, and a 1-and-1 upcoming for Jennifer Johnson. Erickson and Reitmeyer both with 4 fouls on the night. Johnson, the free throw, puts it in. Johnson's had a nice evening. She's got 18 points. 63-49 after the made free throw by Jennifer Johnson. Second free throw, a little strong, bounces off every piece of the rim and falls in. 63-50. 19 points for Jennifer Johnson. And Red Lake County Central, they were 11 of 20 from the free throw line in the first half. They've missed just one in the second half, where they're 10 of 11. Climax-Fisher ball, still leading by 13. Reitmeyer to the top, left corner, Paulsrud. Baseline runner, here's Claire Erickson. Long two, that's wide right, cleared out by Aubrey Halverson. Red Lake County Central races it back the other way. Halverson drive and dish. Frizzle puts up a three, puts it in. Frizzle with 11 points. And this is the closest Red Lake County Central has been since the early parts of the first half, 63-53. Reitmeyer to the top of the key, playing with 4 fouls. Bounce pass right corner, Paulsrud. This time deeper into the corner to Ella Paulsrud. Reitmeyer from 16. That's too strong. Rebound trying to be ripped away from Red Lake County Central. Hendrickson. It's a jump ball with Reitmeyer. And the basketball goes to RLCC. 5:35 second half. In a 10-point game on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Can Red Lake County Central cut it to a less than double-figure lead? Frizzle in the right corner. Into the lane, Flatguard. Nearly turned over. Halverson down to the baseline to Flatguard. Paulsrud cuts her off. Left block, this is Cernsky. Out to Halverson, 10 on the shot clock. Frizzle in the corner. Another 3. Off the heel. Rebound brought down by Hoffman. Gobbled up for another double-digit rebound night. Hoffman to Reitmeyer. Left corner. Tough jumper. Didn't quite have it. Offensive rebound. Hoffman the putback. 30 points, 18 rebounds for Peyton Hoffman, and it's back to a 12-point game. 65-53. Inside. Running into a wall was Hendrickson. Hoffman picks up the loose ball. Outlet pass Paulsrud. Erickson runs the floor and finishes for 2. 13 points for Claire Erickson, 67-53. Red Lake County Central in need of a big basket here with less than 4.5 to play. Hendrickson drives back out to Frizzle in the right corner. Erickson closes on her. Halverson near the top. Drives in. Nice take by the 7th grader and cashes in for 2. First points of the second half from Aubrey Halverson, 67-55. Paulsrud, one dribble J. No good. Offensive rebound and a putback and a whistle and a foul. Claire Erickson, another big rebound. The foul on Michaelin Frizzle, her 4th. And just the team's 4th of the second half, but a shooting foul, and Claire Erickson will shoot a pair. And gets the first one to go. 14 points for Claire Erickson, and now a timeout called by Climax-Fisher. It's 68-55. Things have tightened up here late in the second half. Less than 4 to play on yourliveevent.com.
Are you looking for a reliable partner when it comes to top quality products and exceptional service? Look no further. The answer you're looking for is the Fosston Tri-Co-op. With convenient locations in Fosston, McIntosh, Clearbrook, and Gully, we're your local partner dedicated to helping you thrive. From premium seeds and fertilizers to cutting-edge farming technology, the Fosston Tri-Co-op has what you need for success. Visit one of our locations today and let's grow together. The Fosston Tri-Co-op, partnering with farmers, growing with the community.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Coming out of that timeout, it was a missed free throw by Erickson. Reitmeyer, the offensive rebound and putback, and it's a now 15-point game. And Red Lake County Central's Quinn Graves gets called for an illegal screen. And the basketball goes back to Climax-Fisher. Red Lake County Central had it to within single digits at one point. And some miscues late in this second half by the Mustangs has kept Climax-Fisher in front. Hoffman puts it up from 6. 32 points by Peyton Hoffman. 72-55. Halverson stops out to Graves. Drives in, runs into a couple of bodies, and turns it over. And Climax-Fisher turns it right back over the other way, trying to push. Jamie Flatguard comes back on for Red Lake County Central. 3 minutes to go. 72-55. Halverson over to Quinn Graves. Leaves it off to Johnson. Flatguard to the top. She got free, and she cashes in the long-distance connection. And Flatguard now with 6. Makes it 72-58, but might be too little too late for Red Lake County Central. Hoffman tiptoeing her way on the inside. Comes up short. Graves another rebound. Comes back across the timeline. Skips it to the right corner to Johnson. Left hand gets inside the painted area. Spinning her way and now stolen away. Hoffman again picks it up. Lobs it over the top to Paulsrud and got called for the travel as she tried to outlet the basketball. 2:25 left to play. Climax-Fisher will be at home on Monday for another contest against LaPorte. Red Lake County Central will have another game. Also on Monday, they'll be at home against Winnimac. Climax-Fisher the other direction. Hoffman no look. Paulsrud left corner. 3 short off the front. Graves the rebound and a foul called in the corner against, that's against Quinn Graves after the rebound. So the third foul on Graves, and back into the game for Climax-Fisher will be Ava Larson. Claire Erickson also comes on. And there's 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. Bounce pass, Ava Larson in the left corner, down inside to Hoffman. And a reach and foul against Red Lake County Central. I believe that's going to go on Johnson, and it will. And 2 free throws coming for, rather, a 1-and-1 for Peyton Hoffman already with 32 points, make it 33. 33 points and 19 rebounds for the 8th grader. Second free throw, also good. Perfect on the pair. Peyton Hoffman now with 34. 34, the team 74. And the Knights lead by 16. Johnson in the right corner has it tipped out of her hands by Paulsrud. Possession stays with Red Lake County Central. Michaelin Frizzle comes back in. Graves will take a seat. And there's 2 minutes to go in this second half. Flat guard looking to find it in the middle of the floor. Forces it to Frizzle. Gets tipped out. Chad Halverson wide open, but didn't see her to her left side. Gets it in nonetheless. Red Lake County Central on their own offensive side of the floor, trailing 74-57. Halverson skips it right side. Frizzle puts up a 3, short off the front of the rim. Hoffman another rebound. Stops from 16, and then she got fouled by Red Lake County Central's. That's Carly Vedelson. Team's 8th overall. And Peyton Hoffman will shoot 2 more. Second free throw, also good. 36 points for Peyton Hoffman. And it's 76-58, 90 seconds remaining. Red Lake County Central gave Climax-Fisher a scare in this second half. They were able to cut it to 8 points. There's Frizzle drop step inside, but took too much time to make the move and gets called for the travel. Tegan Johnson comes in for Climax-Fisher. And Kaya Parkin also in. Danica Model goes in. And then Coach Finstrom emptying his bench. And now Cadence Carinta also onto the floor. A whole bunch of subs for Climax-Fisher as they lead 76-58. Coach Finstrom will take a full timeout to get his subs regrouped and put together here. $1:24 remaining. Climax-Fisher on their way to win number 10 here on your Friday night, leading 76-58.
All Works Underground Utilities LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. All Works LLC can get the job done. All Works LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with All Works LLC, 218-261-3090.
Climax-Fisher ball leading 76-58. $1:20 remaining. And Kinley Carinta is going to head to the free throw line after being fouled by Red Lake County Central's Jennifer Johnson. Will be her second. Carinta, the free throw, and rolls off the left side. Rebound brought down by Cernsky of RLCC. Johnson, right corner, inside the paint of Vedelson, puts one up and got fouled, and will head to the line for 2, and this time the foul goes on Danica Model. And that's the team's 9th on Climax-Fisher. Free throw is good by Carly Vedelson. Second one on the way, and that's in and out. Frizzle, the offensive rebound. Trying to look for the kick out, and we're going to get a foul from the baseline, it looks like. And no, it's going to be a jump ball. Basketball goes back to Climax-Fisher with 63 seconds left to play. Climax-Fisher across onto their own offensive side. Lob pass inside, and we're going to get another jump ball and a quick tie-up between the two teams. So we trade jump balls here in the last couple of possessions. 76-59, 55 seconds to play. Grayson Kasager comes on for Red Lake County Central. Kiana Landris also into the game. She's got it on the right side. Out the frizzle, baseline, nice move, get some space, too strong over the top, and it'll be last touched out of bounds, stays with Red Lake County Central. Knights are going to improve to 10-11 on the year, head into the weekend with the win after falling to Foston one night ago. They'll play the LaPorte Wildcats on Monday. Red Lake County Central will search for their second win of the season on Monday against Winnie Mac. They'll fall to 1-21 after the loss tonight. And just a handful of games left to go in the regular season. Tournament time right around the corner with the seeding for the girls tournament to take place on the 24th and that first pigtail round on the 26th. Here's Frizzle on the right side. Back up near the top of the key. Now she'll try one from deep, too strong. Loose on the floor, and a jump ball goes back to Climax-Fisher. Girls tournament seeding takes place on the 24th, pigtail on the 26th, play in the 29th, and by the time we hit early March, girls will start up the quarterfinals. Now here's a turnover from Climax-Fisher. Quarterfinals on the 2nd, semis on the 6th, championship March 8th, and then we get right into the boys tournament. Or into the back half of the boys tournament, I should say. With seeding for Section 8 boys basketball on March 2nd. Before you know it, the basketball season will be wrapped up a little over a month from now. Boys section tournament championship on the 15th. Final horn sounds here from the Fisher School. The Knights win it after a late scare by Red Lake County Central, but Climax-Fisher wins 76-59 here tonight on your Friday night. Your post-game report coming right next on yourliveevent.com.
At the Climax-Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax-Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax-Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. This ad is paid for by the Climax Community Club, standing proudly as a cornerstone supporter of the Climax-Shelley School District.
Your home for the District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament at NDSCS is yourliveevent.com.
Stop. Holvelson, skip. Richmond, this would hurt for the Rebels, and it's a dagger.
From the quarterfinals on Friday, February 9th to the championship on Monday, February 12th. You can watch it all on your live event.
For these two. Open, Buckholtz, right wing three-pointer. Got it. Tickles a twine.
That's the District 1 Girls Basketball Tournament on yourliveevent.com starting February 9th.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
The Fisher Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Climax-Fisher Knights and Polk County West Thunder athletic events and activities. From volleyball, golf, basketball, and football to robotics, knowledge bowl, one-act plays, and speech, we are proud to support the students in their pursuit of excellence, not just in the classroom, but in all they do. To learn more about becoming a member or upcoming events, visit the school website or talk to one of our members. The Fisher Booster Club, supporting our local students.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, they remain committed to their original mission of providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life. Residents can enjoy hobbies, socializing, programs, and more at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House communities. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com. Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neillsville, Climax-Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
76-59, the final score tonight from the Fisher School, where the Climax-Fisher Knights will improve to 10-11 on the season. Red Lake County Central falls to 1-21. It was a big offensive start for Climax-Fisher to start the game. They would end up outscoring Red Lake County Central 22-6 early. And that was most of the difference throughout the night. Climax-Fisher held that large lead going into the half, 44-24. Red Lake County Central, though, credit them to start the second half. They would score the first 8 points of the half to cut the lead to 12, 44-32. Climax-Fisher would make another run of their own. And then Red Lake County Central, near the midway point of the second half, got it down to 8 points. But Climax-Fisher would force some turnovers, get some easy baskets, and then balloon the lead back into double figures and run away with it from there. Final score tonight, 76-59. Climax-Fisher improving to 10-11. Red Lake County Central falls to 1-21. And we'll have Coach Mitch Bernstein here on the post-game report. And, well, Coach, it was a pretty nice effort from the girls. Once you guys started to get things going, that big deficit right away, that was kind of really just the difference throughout the night.
Yeah, it's hard to overcome when you start out like that. And, it wasn't like we were playing that bad. It just, I think we missed a lot of free throws right in that stretch and then a couple open shots. And, we gave them a few offensive rebounds. But, yeah, when you get down double figures the first 2-3 minutes into the game, it's hard to claw back.
It was nice to see the girls turn around, though. You guys shot a lot of free throws tonight, and you went, by my mark, you're, let's see, 11 of 20 in the first half, and then 11 of 13 in the second half. So that was nice to see.
Yeah, and I mean, it's one thing as a group, we've done pretty good about getting to the line. We usually shoot a little bit better than we did tonight, but, if we can get to the free throw line 30 times a game, that's being aggressive and taking the ball to the hole. So, and offensively, I thought we played really good. Other than second half, we got it to 10 or 8 or something like that. And then I think we had like 3 big turnovers in a row that led to points and stretched it out to 15 again. So, just those things, learning, hopefully they can learn from that. And when you close the gap, keep having good possession so you can keep the pressure on them.
So in that stretch where you guys were able to cut it, it was 8 points at one point. What was going right?
Well, we were rebounding on the defensive end much better than we were early in the game, and we kind of were playing a little bit faster pace. I think we wore them down a little bit, and then they weren't shooting as good. And then offensively, we were just playing smart basketball. Not making bad passes, just being patient, seeing the open person, and then hitting some shots, hitting some free throws. So
okay, well, falling tonight against the Climax-Fisher Knights, and another opportunity to compete though come Monday against Winnie-Mac.
Yep. So yeah, it'll be a good one for us. They got us the first time, but hopefully we can come with an effort like we did tonight, and I like our chances. And then I think we got Climax-Fisher 2 weeks from tonight to close out the season, so it'll be a quick turnaround with them. And so I'm sure they'll make some adjustments too. But definitely feeling confident moving forward the way we played tonight. For the most part, you just can't have those turnovers that lead to wide open baskets for the other team. Those are killers.
Hard to believe there's only a handful of games left to go in the season, huh?
Yeah, we're down. I think we got 4 left now.
4 left, yep.
Time flies, and pretty soon tournaments will be here. So
yep. Well, I think we've got your game on Monday against Winnie-Mac on the radio. So we'll see you then, and good luck on Monday.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for coming out tonight.
Yep. Mitch Bernstein, head coach of the Red Lake County Central Mustangs, with us on the post-game report tonight on yourliveevent.com. His team falls. Overall score was 76-59. Was an excellent effort by Red Lake County Central in the second half, to able to cut the lead to 8 points at one point in the half, but they would end up coming out on the losing end. We'll continue on with the post-game report. We'll take a break after this. Climax-Fisher wins it 76-59. That was the final score.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy. Lakes Community Co-op takes pride in providing complete customer satisfaction as they serve their local communities with the necessary products and services for farms, businesses, and individuals. Energy solutions, feed, milk, C-stores, meat market, motel, car wash, HVAC, natural gas. Visit your neighborhood Lakes Community Co-op location for them to meet your needs, or learn more at lakescommunitycoop.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Climax-Fisher comes out on the winning end tonight, 76-59. That was the final score on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, as the Knights will improve to 10-11 on the year. Red Lake County Central falls to 1-21. Let's take a look at some post-game awards tonight. We have our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, and off the bench for Climax-Fisher, Claire Erickson played a heck of a game with 14 points and 5 rebounds overall. I'm going to give her our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Gave the Knights a nice boost off the bench behind, Peyton Hoffman had another big night, but Claire Erickson, a nice productive evening off the bench for Coach Guy Finstrom and Climax-Fisher at 14 points and 5 rebounds. She's going to be the RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. RDK Enterprises of Hillsboro and Drayton for precision planting updates, information, questions. Contact RDK Enterprises of Hillsboro and Drayton, 701-636-2119, or visit planterdoc.com. That's RDK Enterprises. They are here to help you. The RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, Claire Erickson, for the Climax-Fisher Knights tonight. Climax-Fisher wins 76-59. That was the final score on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. And the Knights are going to improve to 10-11 on the season, and Red Lake County Central is going to fall to 1-21 overall tonight. And Coach Guy Finstrom for the Climax-Fisher Knights, he'll pull up a chair and celebrate the win tonight. And, well, Coach, it was nice in the first half. You guys go with a 20-point lead. And then, well, really credit Red Lake County Central. Were able to make a push at you guys in the second half. Your thoughts on your performance tonight?
Yeah, Red Lake County, they never quit.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give them credit. They kept fighting back and making big shots, making threes, and then we'd go down and not score for about 3 times in a row. They would score 3 times, but our girls battled back and won. So that's the main thing. They battled back. But you got to give credit to Red Lake County. They gave us everything we could handle.
When we talked in the pregame show about, wanting to come out right away, come out with some fire, you guys did that when you were up by, I think, was it 23 at one point at the very most? And so you guys executed right away nicely.
Yeah, they did. They came out and they worked hard on defense and they moved on. We got in a little foul trouble. It kind of made us not as aggressive, but they came out strong and hard. But we had a hard time, living with prosperity there for a while. But then they battled back, and we have kids that can score. So, it's a good win.
Well, that foul trouble, it was really foul trouble all around. But like you said, you guys have plenty of kids that can score. And Claire Erickson at 14 points, and Lucy Paulsrud off the bench tonight also at 8 points. So that's nice to see bench production too.
Oh yeah. Lucy and Claire, they're kind of fire plugs when they come off the bench. They contribute. And the rotation that they've been doing all year, and they know their job and stuff like that. But Lucy can jump and run fast. She's the fastest kid on our team. So when she comes out, you anticipate steals and and she's a very good 3-point shooter too. So yeah, she's a little fire plug for a little freshman, huh? Yeah.
Played a nice game tonight, her and Claire off the bench. And I wanted to ask you, when you guys came out to start the second half, Red Lake County Central would score the first 8 points. Were the girls too relaxed come halftime, or what are your thoughts there?
Yeah, they were relaxed. You go against a team that's won one game and they're down by 20 some. Yeah, you don't really expect them to fight back hard, but they did, and that's a good lesson for us. You got to come out and play every minute, and they hit some big shots, and we missed some bunnies in there too, But yeah, you got to give them credit. Those girls hustled and worked hard, and more power to them. And but we worked hard too, so that's the way it went tonight.
Yep, came out with the win tonight, and still 5 games left to go in the regular season, and you get LaPorte coming up on Monday. So rather than asking you what you want to see against LaPorte, what your keys to the game, what do you want to see in these final 5 games to really be, strong and peaking, as everybody says, at the right time come tournament time?
Well, our turnovers. I don't know how many turnovers we have today.
Well, I got you for 17.
17. Holy moly. We had 7 at half, didn't we?
I had 8, but 7, you 7 or 8, yep.
Yeah, we got to cut down on those turnovers. Stupid. I mean, where you just throw the ball away for no reason, because possessions are so valuable. And when you're playing a good team, you gotta make the most of it. and playing better defense down the stretch and rebounding harder. That's the keys, I think, coming down, and we just got to hit some nights where we shoot well. And that in tournament time, if you hit them, good things happen to you.
Yep, absolutely. So I'll ask too for your last question before I let you go. You guys are going to get Sacred Heart as a part of your last one of your final 5 games of the year. Would you consider that, I guess, like a measuring stick type of game to see where you're at come tournament time in just a couple weeks, or?
Oh yeah, yeah. It is to see how we play against them. I think they're the number 1 seed.
Yep, they're right up there.
We went against Boston. We went with Park Christian, and we played them tough, and we played Ada. They're a good team too. But it's going to be a measuring stick when we play them. See how we are.
Okay.
Absolutely. And Stephen Argyle is a well-coached team. We got to play those guys, and we're going to find out how we are. There too. So it's going to be interesting.
Some challenging games up ahead. So, But Coach, congratulations on the win tonight, and good luck on Monday, and good luck the rest of the year. We'll talk again soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, head coach Guy Finstrom of the Climax-Fisher Knights joining us on the post-game report tonight. His team comes out with a win, 76-59. More coverage of the post-game report after this on yourliveevent.com.
Your home for the Division A, Region 1, and Region 2 girls basketball tournaments is yourliveevent.com.
Flutters the pass over to Cotton. High arching rainbow tickles a twine.
From the Shield Center in Fargo to the Louis Lee Fieldhouse in Mayville, we'll have you covered for all the action.
Bag of tricks up to 7 points and another steal for Hurst. Baseball pass to Sage. It's in!
Quarterfinals start Monday, February 19th for the Division A, Region 1, and Region 2 girls basketball tournaments on yourliveevent.com.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Climax-Fisher wins it tonight, 76-59. That was the final score on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Let's take a look at the Enbridge Energy player of the game tonight. And it's sort of hard to go in another direction when you have a player that puts in 36 points and 20 rebounds. The leader in those categories for Climax-Fisher, Peyton Hoffman, is going to be the Enbridge Energy player of the game tonight. Another big night for her, 36 points and 20 rebounds. For the 8th grader, Peyton Hoffman, she is the Enbridge Energy player of the game, leading all scorers and rebounders tonight. We'll get to those official numbers here in just a second. Peyton Hoffman, the Enbridge Energy player of the game. Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy for Life. Enbridge.com. Visit them for career opportunities. Well, let's take a look at those final numbers right now. We start with Climax-Fisher. Final stats, Lucy Paulsrud had 8 points, 4 boards. Cambry Solheim knocked down a lone three-pointer and had 2 rebounds. Ava Larson had 8 points and 2 boards. Hallie Reitmeyer, 6 and 7. Ella Paulsrud with a bucket and 3 rebounds. Claire Erickson, the RDK Enterprises Precision player of the game, at 14 points and 5 rebounds off the bench. And Peyton Hoffman at 36 points and 20 rebounds. For Red Lake County Central, Jennifer Johnson led the Mustangs in scoring with 19 points and 2 rebounds. Carly Vedelson also in double figures with 13 and 6. Aubrey Halverson had 6 points and 4 rebounds. Michaelin Frizzle had 11 points and 2 rebounds. Catherine Cernsky with 2 rebounds. Quinn Graves had 3 points and 9 rebounds. And Jamie Flatgard with 6 points and 5 rebounds. From the Mustang Seeds free throw line, Climax-Fisher would go 10 of 15 for 66%. Red Lake County Central, a lot of free throws tonight. The Mustangs went 22 of 33 for 66% in the game. They went 11 of 20 in the first half, 11 of 13 in the second, 22 of 33 for the night. Turnover numbers, Red Lake County Central had a total of 23 turnovers, 8 in the first, 15 in the second. Climax-Fisher with 17, 8 in the first, and 9 in the second. Those are your final stats tonight on yourliveevent.com. Climax-Fisher wins at 76-59. Climax-Fisher improves to 10-11 on the year. They're at home against LaPorte on Monday with just 5 games left to go in the regular season for Climax-Fisher. Their next 3 games will be at home and their final 2 on the road. Red Lake County Central falls to 1-21. They'll be at home also on Monday against Winnie-Mac. 4 games left to go in the regular season for them. After the Winnie-Mac game, they'll be on the road at Clearbrook-Gonvick and then at home against Mahnomen-Waubun. And again, they get Climax-Fisher on Friday, February 23rd. Thank you to our sponsors that you saw throughout the broadcast tonight on yourliveevent.com. We do a lot of games throughout the year, whether it's on your live event or across our R&J Broadcasting Incorporated family of stations. They're not possible without the help of our sponsors. So we say thank you to those sponsors. You should say thank you too, or patronize them whenever you get the opportunity as well. And thank you to you, the viewer, for tuning in on yourliveevent.com. 76-59. Thanks for making us a part of your Friday night and taking us along with you headed into your weekend. For the final time tonight, the final score on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard, the Climax-Fisher Knights defeat the Red Lake County Central Mustangs 76-59. I'm Dawson Peterson reporting from the Fisher School on this Friday evening, signing off and saying so long on yourliveevent.com.